all this bullish news that we have, it won't surprise me that Ethereum soon in Q1 of 2025 breaks above all-time high and enters price discovery towards $7,000, if not $10,000.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
What's good, gang? Amar here. Let's talk about Ethereum, because do I finally have some bullish things to say? Now, in terms of price action, yes, I do remain a little bit bearish. I do expect that we could still see lower momentum. But overall, if it doesn't happen, I don't care. I win regardless. But if it does happen, you are warned and you can buy the dip. Now, let's quickly talk about how I see the perspective on Ethereum. But before I do that, guys, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm almost at 600 plus subscribers, so I would highly appreciate if I could reach that before the end of the year. Now let's just immediately get fucking into it. For Ethereum, it looks like, now I'm not a fan of this inverted head and shoulders pattern, but it looks like we might be forming an inverted head and shoulders pattern, targeting around $2,950 to $2,750, but we could fall lower. It depends on how hard Bitcoin eventually falls if we break below our current support. Now, if we do fall lower here, then this inverted head and shoulders theory is invalidated, but if we don't and we do hold support here, it makes a lot of sense. We could climb higher and then eventually have a breakout targeting, I think this should be around an $8,000 more or less. So that is a little bit of my perspective on Ethereum. Overall, I do think that Ethereum is extremely cheap to buy. Well, quote unquote, extremely cheap to buy. It's a lot cheaper than what it will be in the rest of, or in 2025 in general. It's a lot cheaper right now. So it does make sense for me to buy this dip, and as well for altcoins, guys. As Ethereum gets pulled down, altcoins will as well. It just makes a lot of sense. But eventually, once Ethereum recovers, breaks this fucking level here, because eventually we haven't broken this level since March 2024, which is now roughly 300 days. So it's quite a while. So I expect once we do break above this resistance, the break will be strong, we'll revisit all-time high, and once we break above all-time high, we'll just skyrocket higher. Altcoins will follow. Alt season is on. Now, before I start, let's talk about some bearish news. BlackRock sold 188.7 million worth of Bitcoin yesterday, and this makes sense. Why? Because if we look at my community right here, which again, I highly suggest you to join because it's really up to date. But BlackRock transferred 100,000 Bitcoin to 29 wallets, dump incoming. I placed this on the 14th of December right here. Surprisingly, if we now look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is dipping, and it does look like it will dip lower as we are forming a lower high here. So is this a coincidence? Not really. This is just orchestrated. This was orchestrated, guys. These 29 wallets contain this amount of Bitcoin, and they just dumped it on us. Now, they did dump it on us. As you can see here, BlackRock daily BTC flows minus 190 million. But guess what? Here comes the bullish news. Ta-da! BlackRock Ethereum A, ETH A, daily Ethereum flows plus 44.5 million. It's coming, guys. It is coming. They are slowly starting to accumulate more and more Ethereum. It will happen. This is a good ass confirmation. It is a extremely good confirmation for you guys to keep in your mind. But then further, there's more bullish news out of China. China. Hong Kong Ethereum ETFs heating up. Net inflows hit 2.66k Ethereum last week, plus 16%. Total AUM, assets under management for people who do not know, now 18.9k Ethereum, aka roughly 64 million. China Assets Management plus Harvest Global running 70% of holdings, 13,000 Ethereum, with OCL OSL, sorry, as custodian. Major institutional appetite in Asia for real. Guys, this is just simply bullish. And later,
we only notice later on,
this will have a price impact on Ethereum. If we look back at the chart, it will have a bullish price impact on Ethereum. But as if for now, we will still have lower momentum, in my opinion. It just makes sense. Price is forming a lower high here, as if for now. If you pull the FIP levels, it does make sense to retarget around these prices that I just mentioned here. And if Bitcoin does collapse, we will fall towards this level. A friendly reminder for you guys is that if Ethereum goes down, guess what's gonna go down as well? Total tree, obviously. Because this is, again, the total market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So basically all the fucking altcoins, guys. Pay attention. If this goes down, altcoins will go down as well, because why? Ethereum is going down. It's as simple as that. And to even remind you more, do not forget, if this happens, there's a high chance that Bitcoin dominance just keeps on rising to the upside, very likely retesting back its current high here at 61.2% and higher 63 to 64% before collapsing further to the downside. So overall, despite we might being short-term a little bit more bearish still, the overall perspective remains extremely bullish also in historical perspective. Now, what do I mean with historical perspective? Let's take a look at this right here. So this is the Ethereum monthly returns. And there's something interesting is to be seen here. First of all, guys, let's say what these things are. This is no man's land slash, and let me show you what I actually mean with that. Other chart. There we go. So if we take a look at my beautiful colored book here, we can see that I have three colors: bearish, no man's land, and green. And these prices reflect in this chart as well. So 2016 was a no man's land period. 2017, obviously, as we know, was a bull run. 2018, bear market. 2019, halfway bear market, halfway no man's land. Then 2020 was halfway no man's land, halfway bull market. 2021 was a bull market. Then we repeat the cycle: bear market, and halfway is no man's land. No man's land. Then here again, no man's land and halfway bull market as we are starting. So it is very interesting. And now something to pay attention to is that in the bull market years, so 2021 and 2017, in the first quarter of the year, so the first 3 months, January, February, and March, we had a bullish inflow for Ethereum. Prices went up during the first quarter of the year. In 2021, the same thing happened. Actually, the first 4 months, price just went up to the upside. But it is very interesting because likely history is about to repeat itself. We are about to enter January 1st, so a new year, a new quarter. And historically seen, even in a general perspective, if we now take a quick overview to this, or actually scroll down, we can see that out of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, out of the 9, only 2 have been bearish for Ethereum. And I do expect that in the next quarter, quarter 1, we will be bullish for Ethereum. And if we are bullish for Ethereum, that means that we will be bullish for altcoins as well. It's as simple as that, guys. Make sure to remind it. This is a very, very strong pattern right here. It basically is a pattern that you have to pay attention to. But what we can also see is, for example, that Q3 is a lot more bullish than it is bearish. Excuse me, a lot more bearish than it is bullish. So these type of patterns do have a sort of significance, I would say, because it shows you how history or historical price action is behaving for Ethereum. So make sure to pay attention to that. You can just find this back on the internet. It's quite easy to find back. Just go to CryptoRank and press in monthly Ethereum returns, and you'll just come across this chart. So guys, overall, we do look bullish. Yes, we might see some lower momentum, but overall, I do think that Ethereum will hit a $7,000 to $10,000 at least, perhaps a little bit higher, but that depends on how powerful the alt season will be. All right, guys, I hope this helped. I wish you all a Merry New Year. No, what the fuck? A Happy New Year, and nothing but the best health. All right, guys, see you guys in the next year, I guess. Take care. Bye-bye.